Breaking news! We are interrupting our Armenian travels to report on war-torn Portland, Oregon. Or is it? Geoff and I are from Portland, Oregon, and just like you, we have heard a lot about our city. So we thought, we're gonna show you what it's actually like to be here in Portland, because we love it here. So we are gonna show you some of our favorite spots throughout the city, some of the spots that are also on the news, and show you what it's like from a local's perspective. All right, let's do it.
I'm Geoff.
And I'm Alexa.
Together, we're exploring the history and geography of the world, one place at a time. So Alexa and I are starting in a place called Ladd's Addition here in Portland. If you're from here, you'll definitely recognize it because there's a lot of really big trees and telltale rose gardens, which is where we started the episode today. But if you're not from here, it might also be worth pointing out that this neighborhood is probably about a half a mile from downtown, mile at most. In fact, it'd be very easy for us to walk over there and not a whole lot of time, which is one of the reasons why we chose to start here, because, you know, if Portland is such a war zone, you know, why are there these big leafy trees, this beautiful neighborhood, wonderful sidewalks, this lovely rose garden so close to the epicenter of it all, right? Helps us paint the picture a little bit that this is a very lovely city. And we'll show a whole lot more of that later today. But before we do that, Alexa, what do we need?
I need some coffee. And Portland is known for coffee, so it's only right.
Yeah. Portland's known for coffee, and luckily right in the dead center of Ladd's Addition here in Portland is a coffee shop. So we're gonna make our way to it right now.
Cappuccino, here I come. What's up? I'll have a cappuccino with oat milk, please.
Mm-hmm. All right, we have got our caffeine, chai tea latte.
Oat milk cappuccino.
We're right here in the middle of Ladd's Addition, which is like this really big circle. It's a really big traffic circle with like a really kind of cute little park in the middle. We're just sort of surrounded by houses. And so it made for like a nice little area to like get started for the day. But I did want to talk a little bit about what we are doing before we actually start, now that we have some caffeine. So we are going to leave here. We're going to go catch a bus that will take us to downtown. And then we're going to go through downtown and Old Town. We're going to show you guys some of what that's like. We'll take a train somewhere. We'll go to a park. It's going to be very beautiful. We're going to show you guys South Waterfront, which is where the ice facility is, just to see it, see what it's really like, and see how small it is, because it's not very big at all. And just having the quick caveat that we're going to show you a lot of Portland, but we're not showing you all of Portland because we don't have that much time. That would be a very long episode.
But if you want to know more about where we like to go in Portland that we couldn't fit into this video, sign up for our Substack. We'll post an article with all of our favorite spots.
And come visit. It's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
So with that, we have a bus to catch, which means we have a little bit of a walk, but only like 5 or 10 minutes. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, coffee in hand, we're heading to the bus to explore the city. Portland isn't huge, but it's divided into 6 distinct sections. Today, we're tackling 4 of them: Southeast, South, Southwest, and Northwest. We aren't making it to North and Northeast this time, but definitely add them to your list if you're visiting.
This is super cute. This just shows how quirky Portland is. At just about every corner, there is something. On this particular corner, there is a, what are these things called? Street pole things?
It's pedestrian crossing signal.
On this pedestrian crossing signal, there's like literally this yarn blanket on it. That's so cute.
So it can stay warm and snuggly.
Portland does have some cold days, so this helps keep it warm.
It was said recently by somebody of notoriety that Portland's stores keep burning down. We have to rebuild them and then they burn down again. I just want to point out, lots of stores around here still standing.
And not a lot of fires or
not,
smoke.
Yeah, no smoke at all. A little cloud, but that's pretty on brand for us. off to downtown. It's a short ride. While Alexa and I ride the bus downtown, let's talk a little bit about the geography of Portland. Located in the far northern end of the state, the city lies in the extremely fertile Willamette Valley on the banks of the Willamette River, which connects to the mighty Columbia, one of the largest rivers in North America. This means a couple of things. First, Portland has extremely fertile soil, which produces some of the best agricultural products in the country. And second, because the Columbia connects all the way to the Pacific Ocean, Portland is, in fact, a large port city. Needless to say, far from being a city constantly burning down, Portland is a major regional and economic generator. Now we are officially walking through downtown. Specifically, we're right near Portland State, which, just as a fun little Geoff trivia fact for you all, that's where I did my geography degree, my bachelor's degree. It's also where I got my master's degree in city planning.
Nerd! Just kidding.
But we're only here briefly because it's where we're gonna hop on the streetcar, which will take us further into downtown. Go bikes. We actually don't care about sports at all. At Portland State, I don't know. I never went to a single football game while I was here. They do have a football team though, as far as I know. So just so you guys know, the burning down building number is still at 0. Haven't seen one yet. No fires of any kind. A lot of the reputation of downtown Portland is one of like, there's a lot of homeless people and there's a lot of like trash and everything. Honestly, there's gonna be homeless people, but the worst you can really say about downtown is that it's just kind of boring. There's the university, which can get quite popular and quite busy, but aside from that, not a whole lot going on down here. So, as you can see, it's just kind of tranquil and quiet. That's why we're really not showing you guys very much of it, because there's just not that much to show.
Okay, we're on the west side. Now, we're hopping on the streetcar to check out what is easily one of the most iconic spots in Portland.
All right, the number one thing that people recommend visitors to Portland do is go to Powell's Books. We were not gonna go in there, but I need to get a baby shower gift for my friends Eric and Jess, who are having a baby in December. So we're gonna make a quick stop and we'll show you really one of the raddest bookstores there are. Let's do it.
It's hard to convey just how huge this place is. It's the largest independent bookstore on the planet, holding more than 1 million books. Even so, it's been family owned since it opened in 1971, and really makes a point to support the local writing community. You can find just about anything here, but the part you can't miss is the rare book room. We're talking centuries old books, coveted first editions, and signed copies from legendary authors. It's an absolute must-do for anyone in Portland, local or visitor. Definitely one of the coolest rooms if you ever come to Powell's. Go to the rare book room. Some incredible books in there. Now that I've shown you my favorite spot in Powell's, let's go check in with Alexa and see what she's found.
First, a cute postcard. That way we can say, congrats. The cutest little bookworm onesie shirt. I want one in my size. And then, Good Night National Parks. This is like a little travel inspo for the baby. And for me. I've already looked through it all. Maybe plans for next year. One thing I forgot to mention, like way when we first started our day today, is that Alexa and I are supposed to be on vacation right now. We're not supposed to be filming. We're not supposed to be doing episodes. We're not supposed to be traveling. Obviously we didn't travel for this, but we just couldn't not show off Portland given everything else that's going on inside our city. Yes. But because of that, I did promise that Alexa would have full choice of the food and drink options for the day. Oh yeah. Definitely my favorite posters so far today. I love all the roses for the city of roses. That's Portland. It's 57 degrees right now. Oh my goodness. Am I hot? Am I cold?
I don't know how I feel.
So we have made it into the Old Town Chinatown part of sort of the central city here in Portland. And there's some cool stuff to show you guys here, but really the reason why I wanted to come here is because this is about as grungy, grimy, gritty as Portland gets. There can be some iffy or spotty places, but it's generally fine. I don't know, that's probably where most of the homeless population is in Portland. It's not even a very large area here in Portland, but it's also very beautiful in its own right.
Mm-hmm. Has a lot of history too.
It is Old Town. Of course, one of the reasons to come to Old Town is to go to the
Chinese garden. And just so you know, it's only about $15 per person.
In my 15 years of living in the city, I've actually never been here. So this is kind of a treat for both of us.
Yeah, I haven't been here either.
Oh, and Alexa hasn't been here either.
It's always about you, isn't it?
It was a treat for both of us because I hadn't been here and she gets to do it with me. That's why it's a treat for both of us.
Even in the heart of Old Town Chinatown, one of the, quote, worst parts of Portland, you can find something amazing. Right now, we're checking out the Lan Su Chinese Garden, which is a completely authentic Ming Dynasty style garden filled with native Chinese plants. You can wander along its covered walkways, cross over bridges, and watch the koi fish swimming in the ponds. It's amazing that a place this serene is in the literal heart of Portland, and it makes for a wonderful break when you need a little quiet time.
That's just so funny. There's this beautiful, peaceful, tranquil Chinese garden in the middle of a somewhat bustling city. Kind of cool. This would be a pretty place to get married.
That's cute. I wish I could get it, but...
All right, so we can try calligraphy here. They have calligraphy right here. And then these little brushes. I kind of want to cheat and use the one that's already pointy, but I won't. Is there water?
One eternity later.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. You need water. Cool in theory. I like it.
Now, you might be wondering if Old Town, Chinatown, Portland is so grimy and, the quote unquote worst part of the city, why are we here at all? Really, it's for the sole purpose that I want to show that Portland is not perfect. And I think it's important to show the realities that our city faces, because there are grimy areas. There are parts that are a little less comfortable to be in. And if I was making a video that was just showing everything good about Portland, then I'd kind of be no better than the people who are trying to make Portland out to be a horrible war zone. But with that, our time in Old Town is coming to an end because
It's lunchtime.
we hungry.
I'm always hungry in Portland
Yeah.
because there is so much good food. As a foodie city, so much good food.
So let's go find some lunch.
Mhm.
Of course, no American Chinatown entrance would be complete without the very American Chinatown gate.
Yes.
I don't think if you're ever in China, you'll see very many of those.
As Geoff said, I'm in charge of food today. So if you're in Portland, you have to go to food cart pods. In Portland, there are about 80 different pods throughout the city, and I think over 500 actual food carts. So you're never too far away from one of them. We are at the Portland Cart Blocks, so we're gonna get some lunch and then continue our day exploring both the west side of Portland, and then we'll head back to the east side in a little bit.
Now, one of the things you'll always hear about Portland is that it's a really big food city and that there's a lot of really good food and restaurants that come out of Portland. And there is a reason for that, and it's because of the food carts. Because there's such a low barrier to entry into starting up your own food business, you end up getting a lot more people trying things, a lot more experimentation, a lot more people who can buy into the market versus a city where you have to get a brick and mortar store, which comes with a much higher cost. Ooh, Tito's Burritos.
All right, I got tacos, carnitas tacos. I'm excited. I just want to call out, there's a fried jalapeno, and that I feel like is pretty rare to get in a lot of places. So I'm very excited about that. My dad would be very happy about that. That's good. Love a good taco.
And then I got a burrito. Now this reminds me of something that I always want to reiterate to people who might be traveling here or moving here from the state of California. Here's the thing that I hear from every single one of you, whoever I ever run across at any given moment when they talk about Portland.
Including me.
Including Alexa, because she is from California. And that is, oh, I love Portland, but the Mexican food is just not very good. The Mexican food in California is so much better. No, it's not. I don't know what garbage Mexican food you people are eating here, because I've also been to California and I've had a lot of garbage Mexican food there too. You know what's from California? Taco Bell. That ain't good Mexican food. You can find garbage and good Mexican food anywhere. Portland has quite a bit of it, so that's all I wanted to say. This is the largest platform where I have to say that, so it's been said. Such a good burrito. The absolute perfect thing for when you've been wandering around a city all day.
Now that we are all fed, and I'll be honest, I'm really full, we need to walk it off. So we are going to take another form of public transit, the MAX, to Washington Park. Most awesome green space on the west side.
One last stop before we catch the MAX. This is Pioneer Square, which is basically the heart of downtown. It's known as Portland's living room because it's this awesome central spot where the city holds events and everyone, locals and visitors, come together.
So this is actually one of the very first MAX trains that were in service all the way back in 1986.
Oh wow.
That's why we had to like step up to get onto it. It's not ADA approved. I did not know that any of these were still running.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
I thought they actually retired them like last year maybe, but here we are. Okay, this isn't an episode about transit here in Portland, but this is a really interesting transit station for one reason. Alexa, do you know why?
Because it's really pretty?
It is very pretty, but not quite. It is the deepest public transit station in North America, so deeper than anything in like New York or Chicago.
Really?
Yeah, really, and it's because there's a big old mountain of park right above us.
Oh.
And if you look, this is what makes it really cool. There's this tube here filled with the actual core of the tunnel here. And so you can see sort of what it looked like. Oh, you can also see that it's very dirty and dusty.
No.
But that's been your Portland Transit fun fact. See, this is what you get when you go on a tour with a former city planner, city transportation planner.
Oh yes.
And just like that, we are now in a really big park. It only took us, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes on the train?
Easy.
Into this beautiful forested hill.
Washington Park isn't just a park. It's a 410-acre forest right in the city. It provides this incredible green escape for residents and visitors alike. And it is full of life. It is no surprise it gets 3.5 million visitors a year.
Where are we at?
We are here? I don't know. Where are we?
There's a red star right here.
Cool. I was close.
Inside the park, you'll find the World Forestry Center, Hoyt Arboretum, the Japanese Garden, and the reason we're here, the International Rose Test Garden.
So as part of Washington Park here in Portland, which we just hiked to, is the International Rose Test Garden, which is maybe why Portland's called Rose City, or maybe it's here because Portland's called Rose City. I don't know. I don't have that answer.
Even though we're visiting a little past the prime season, the International Rose Test Garden did not disappoint. We've still found some gorgeous blooms. Every year, this garden showcases over 10,000 rose bushes across 600 unique varieties. They're constantly adding new roses to the collection, which makes it a fantastic place to visit more than once.
Well, that was a lovely hike through Washington Park and seeing the Rose Test Gardens, and I don't know, it's just very beautiful. And all this is all right next to Portland, which is very nice. Again, it makes it that much more livable. Now, here's the thing. At the start of this episode, we said we were going to show you guys all the things that locals like to do because we're locals. And what we've accidentally done is show you all the touristy spots.
Oops.
Which is pretty funny. But here's the thing. Here's how I've internalized it in my head. You know how like you have like a friend coming to visit to your city, your town, whatever. And you inevitably go and take them to all the things that, well, everybody wants to go see, all the touristy things. It's kind of like you guys are our friend and we're showing you Portland. because we don't ever do this stuff.
No, it's been a great excuse to see the things that make our city so great.
Right, it's actually really beautiful. We typically stay on the east side of the river because that's where we live. We very rarely come to downtown.
The west side is where we tell everybody to go. The east side is where you go if you live in Portland.
And so with that, we are heading back into the downtown area where we will hop on a bus and then a train to, well, the ice facility, because we have to show you guys what it's like. See if we can't catch our streetcar. Blah!
12 seconds later.
What's our burned down building count?
Ooh, a total of 0.
Still 0 burned down buildings. What I heard was that every building was burned down.
That's suspicious.
So this has also become an accidental transportation tour of Portland, because when we started, we took the Portland's big bus. It's called the FX. It's like Bus Rapid Transit, if you know what that is. And then we took the streetcar the first time. No, and then we walked through Old Town, but then we took the MAX, which is our big train. Then we took a normal bus back to downtown. And now we're back on the streetcar. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up on some Bike Town bikes later.
I'm tired.
We've made it to the South Waterfront neighborhood here in Portland, which is actually kind of a really nice neighborhood. It's more of like an upscale neighborhood. Very tall buildings, very like luxury apartments, all that kind of stuff.
Near a hospital.
There's a hospital, yeah, like the big hospital here in Portland, OHSU is located, or at least one of their parts is, including like our SkyTram, which like, you know, is like the thing you can take up the hill. The point to make here is that this is the one singular neighborhood where the protests are happening, the anti-ICE, you know, demonstrations that sort of gets bandied about as being the areas that Portland is quote unquote burning down. And as you can see, there's nothing going on. Anyways, it's at the very end here. So we're gonna walk all the way down and give you guys a little peek at what's actually happening on an average weekday afternoon, which is probably not gonna be much if I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
This is otherwise just kind of like an upscale neighborhood. I
Like
think
a really nice, expensive
a lot of these are
neighborhood.
actually condos, not even
Right.
apartments.
Wild.
Yeah. And it's like so unassuming. And even this close to the epicenter, how many burning buildings do we see, Alexa?
That number is still 0.
It is still 0. Not a single burned down building.
It's almost as if they have never been to Portland.
It's almost as if people are lying about our city. Correct! Ah. And here it is. Not even that many people, nothing really going on, but you can see the ICE building right behind us. You can see the ICE officers up there. This is really it. This is all it is, just a protest. A lot of cameras like us.
A lot of news people.
A lot of news people. Otherwise, Alexa, any burning buildings here?
No burning buildings.
No burning buildings.
Maybe burning democracy.
Just a little burning democracy. Yeah. And that's really all it is. I mean, obviously at night, I think sometimes the ICE agents can get a little aggressive and hostile and start shooting tear gas and rubber bullets for very little provocation from what I can tell. But even here in the very heart of the war zone, it's fine. We were just there. People are just wandering around. People are yelling and talking and doing everything that's kind of normal for any protest.
All right, we have been on the west side long enough. It is time to make our way to the waterfront and then cross the Hawthorne Bridge and then get a treat on the east side. We have a little bit of a walk. Maybe some other mode of transportation will get in there as well, knowing Geoff. But the day is almost done.
By the way, I wanted to mention that if you do come to Portland and you want to take all of the buses and trains and streetcars that we've taken, because it really is an easy way to get around. Like, we haven't taken a car basically all day today. It's only $2.80 per ticket. You just tap your little card on, your credit card, your debit card. If you use it twice in one day, you get a day pass, so that's really handy. So we only paid for 2 rides, and now all of the other rides that we've taken, I think we're on ride 6.
Yeah.
We're on ride 6. Have been, well, I don't want to say free because we paid for them, but we haven't been charged anymore. So really handy. Take the train, take the Max, take the streetcar, take the bus. It's easy. Just tap on. Come on, just do it. Just do it, man.
Just do it!
I helped plan some of these lines. I did, when I was a city planner. The first bus we were on, this guy, all me. Well, not all me. There was actually quite a large team. I was actually a very small part of it. We've taken a lot of modes of transportation, and we're not taking a boat, but we're so close to the river, we might as well get on the water a little bit.
On, not in.
Not in, no, because the Willamette is very cold. In summer, it's cold. Hawthorne Bridge, downtown. Downtown, and Alexa, who is quickly running out of steam. Her energy levels, like down here. Mine, all the way up here still. Unfortunately, can't stay long. Like I said, Alexa, running out of steam.
It's also getting dark.
It's 4:37. It's not getting that dark. As you can see, a lot of sunlight on this face. It's late afternoon at this point.
Evening.
All right, we're gonna make our way back to the east side now.
A few moments later.
All right, we got our bikes. Let's go. It's no surprise that Portland is considered a top-tier city for biking. The city has woven nearly 400 miles of bikeways onto its streets, including dedicated bike paths and special greenways for cyclists. And they've made it super easy for visitors too. Even if you don't own a bike, you can just hop on one of the many Biketown electric bikes stationed around the city to get around. As Alexa and I make our way to our final destination, for lack of a better term, there's one last thing I want to talk about, and that is the motto, the nickname, Keep Portland Weird, which is something I've never fully agreed with. And that's not to say that Portland can't be weird. I think all the inflatable frogs at the protests definitely highlight that it can be weird, but it's also no weirder than any other city in the country. There are quirks about Seattle, and there are quirks about Chicago, and there are quirks about New York City. There's weird in all cities because people are kind of weird. Portland is a little weird, but it's not that weird. It's just a city. All right, well, we are getting close, so I'll see you guys at the bar.
No eating dust today.
Eat my dust.
Whoa. So Alexa wanted to play that joke, but she literally almost hit me and caused me to crash. Alexa and I are both on e-bikes, little bike share e-bikes called Biketowns. I have a newer one, and Alexa Alexa has one of the older ones.
Yeah, I do.
And they're just not as powerful. So going up a hill like we're going up right now is a little more strenuous, so to say. But she's doing it. I'm doing it too, but it's just not as hard for me. You got this, Alexa.
All right, we're off the Biketowns, and now we are on Division Street, which is probably one of the vibiest streets in Portland, especially on the east side. There's a lot of restaurants, bars, I don't know, ice cream places. And we are gonna go to one of maybe the cutest breweries here in Portland. But we gotta walk up Division first.
So this will be like a street that's really more for locals, right? There's not a lot of tourists coming to Division Street, but it's where a lot of locals come to drink, shop, go to restaurants. And Portland's really famous for this. They have a bunch of these kinds of streets. It's called a 15-minute city, where you can just sort of walk to from any given neighborhood. So Division, Hawthorne, Alberta, Mississippi, Belmont, so many more. You can sort of just walk to and experience. And we love it.
Love it.
This would be like a normal Saturday afternoon for us. So it's nice to be able to show you guys.
Sad news. We were gonna show you the bar where we had our first date, but unfortunately they've closed down.
The Richmond Bar. This place was an icon.
Ah,
I've been coming here for literally 15 years. That hits right here in the heart.
made it to our last stop, Little Beast Brewery, which is like a super cute microbrewery here in Portland. And I need to turn around because I'm gonna hit some stairs soon.
I got a adult-sized beer.
I got a baby beer. It's an apricot sour.
And as usual, I think I will probably finish mine before Alexa finishes her.
Possibly.
Definitely one of my favorite breweries here in Portland. In fact, if you look at the vast majority of our videos, the hat I'm wearing is a Little Beast Brewery hat. I've been secretly advertising for them this whole time, this whole year.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. Definitely really good after a long day of 19,200 steps,
Oof.
2 bus rides, 3 streetcar rides, a max ride, and a bike ride, and a hike ride. Well, that wasn't a ride, just a hike.
Just that.
Since we're getting near the end of the episode, Alexa, how many burning buildings have we seen today?
All the buildings.
Literally every single building, including this one that we're actively having a beer at, is burning. The one across the street is burning down right now.
Just kidding. Still at 0. We hope that you enjoyed seeing our city, our favorite city. We loved going around Portland, showing you the west side, the east side, some of the spots that people say negative things about, but we still love the city.
Yeah, we love living here. This is a very livable city. It is one of the most livable cities in my opinion. Just given all the transit, the biking, the walking we've been able to do, how much we've been able to see, how beautiful it is. I wouldn't live anywhere else. We still have a lot more episodes coming out of Europe, including our Armenia episodes that we're supposed to start this week. Next week, however, we are going to show you an episode we filmed just a couple weeks ago about Crater Lake. Basically answering the question, why does Oregon only have 1 national park, given all of the natural beauty here? But because we did this one here in Portland, that was another Oregon-based one, we decided to group them together. So come back next week for an episode about Crater Lake. Then we get back to our Armenia episodes. And with that,
Should be a lot of fun.
see you next week.
See you then. Breaking news. Breaking news. We are, you keep smiling. On this pedestrian, on this,
One of these stupid shots.
they're nice to have.
Another one of those stupid shots. Hits right here. That hits right. Let me try this again.
Hi, cow.
He is like a cow. It's like a
Cow.
cowfish.
Cow, koi cowfish.